Good afternoon, everybody, and welcome back to another installment of Scout Selections here for Friday, July 19th. Before we get into the play of the day, we'll quickly recap what happened yesterday. Unfortunately, we picked up a loss with the Oakland A's money line at plus 119. They were up 3-1 in the middle of the seventh inning, and then Flyers let two guys on base. Oakland ended up switching pitchers, and the first pitch from Pettit out of the bullpen was a three-run homer by Eddie Rosario, and then Oakland's bullpen gave up a couple more runs, and we ended up losing. It's a shame. It seems like the last couple of losses that we've had on the channel, the team that we have bet on has been winning, and then the bullpen comes in and blows it into pieces. So in terms of the play of the day today, we're actually going to be skipping the bullpen entirely, and I don't know how this is the case, but it seems like most MLB bullpens just in the league in general just cannot be trusted on a consistent basis. And that should lead to a more entertaining, couple of last few months. But overall, in terms of the play of the day today, we're going to be looking at a matchup between the Philadelphia Phillies and the Pittsburgh Pirates. And in this game, we are actually going to be diving back to our first five team total, which worked the other day with Diamondbacks. And we like the Philadelphia Phillies first five team total over 2.5, which is available at minus 115. At 5 dimes, and that will be the line that we are using. For this pitching matchup, you have Jake Arrieta, who I don't need to go into because of the fact that he's kind of irrelevant in this game. But for the Pirates, we're going to be looking at Jordan Lyles, who is 5-6 with a 5.16 ERA. And to make matters worse, he's also been pretty below average at home, as he is 2-3 with a 5.17 ERA at home. Now, it's worth mentioning that Lyles, in his last start, went 2/3 of an inning and gave up 7 earned runs. The start before that, he went 4 innings, gave up 7 earned runs. And I actually did the research, and I found out that, let me actually get the right number here. In each of Lyle's last 6 starts, he's given up at least 3 runs in the first 5 innings. So based on that, 6 straight starts with at least 3 earned runs given up. I definitely think that bodes well for the team total, which is at 2.5 right now in the first 5. I know the Phillies are currently dealing with a couple of injuries. Of course, McCutcheon's been out for a couple months. I know Jay Bruce's status is questionable as he got injured. But the Phillies' offense was really solid yesterday as they were able to score 7 runs against the Dodgers. And 2 days before that, they were able to score 9 runs. I like the Phillies in this spot. I think they should win this game outright. But in terms of the actual line that's present at minus 105, I think that makes sense. But I definitely think the first 5 team total is a little bit of a safer play because of Arrieta's struggles and his inconsistency so far this season. But Jordan Lyles has been consistently bad in his last couple of starts. He's been absolutely atrocious. So for me, the play of the day will be on the Philadelphia Phillies team total over 2.5 in the first 5, which is available at minus 115 at 5 dimes. And that is the play of the day. Now, even though we lost the play of the day yesterday, our leans yesterday were actually really good as we ended up getting a win with the Giants money line in extra innings. We ended up getting a win with the Astros minus 1.5 and the money line as they destroyed Matt Harvey. And we also picked up another easy winner with the Nationals as Tehran didn't even pitch, and the Nationals ended up scoring 8 runs in, I believe it was the 4th inning, and Strasburg also had a 3-run homer. Definitely a blowout win there. How's it going, Terry? Thanks for joining us. In terms of the leans today, as I look through today's betting card, I would lean to the Yankees. I'd lean to the Yankees minus 1.5 here. I know that the home team, I know the line's pretty high, but Freeland has been absolutely terrible this season. And to make matters worse, even when he went to the minors to try to fix whatever was wrong with him, he was even worse in the minors. Based on how the Yankees have been playing lately, I know that they scored a decent amount of runs against the Rays over the last couple of days. I have to lean to the over. Freeland's 2-6 with a 7.39 ERA in this game. His last start, 4 innings, 5 runs. Then the start before that, he was even worse as he against the Diamondbacks, he went 3 innings, gave up 5 runs. Start before that, he against the Orioles went 4 innings, gave up 7 earned runs. I simply just don't trust him here. I don't like Happ either, but I definitely think Happ's the better pitcher. And as we've known from the last couple of weeks, this Rockies bullpen is absolutely just terrible. They're not the worst bullpen in the league, but based on how they performed the last 2 months or so, they're easily in the bottom 10 for bullpens. And with the Yankee Stadium, short porch and right, I have to assume that the Yankees will be able to score at least 8 runs in this game. So I'll lean to the Yankees team total over, and I'd lean to the full game over, which is at about 11.5 right now. In terms of some of the other leans here, honestly, not much value on today's card. But in terms of other games I'd lean to, I'd have to lean to the no-score first inning in the Giants and Mets game. Beatty has been okay this season, not great, but DeGrom's on the mound. He should be able to shut down the Giants, and it is going to be in Oracle Park, so you should see less runs. Plus, both teams literally played 16 innings yesterday, so I can see both teams coming out relatively flat. Lean to the no-score first inning there, but that could be relatively expensive. I think it is worth it, though. Other than that, I would lean to the Nationals again with Corbin versus Tehran in this matchup. I feel a little bit better on the first 5 money line, though, because I really don't like the Nationals bullpen. But Corbin's been lights out his last couple of starts. Tehran's been inconsistent, but he's been pretty good overall. Nationals have still been the hottest team in baseball over the last month or so. So I will lean to the Nationals at minus 117 there. Money's coming on them early. They're at minus 105. They're up to roughly minus 120 market-wide. So I would lean to them in that one. And other than that, I don't really see much else on the betting card. I like the Indians to score first with Montgomery making his first start in the AL and Bieber on the mound. He already pitched against the Royals once before. He was very solid, and he's a very underrated pitcher as a whole. So for me, I think Indians to score first. I know they're at minus 300 to win the game. If you take him to score first, that definitely cuts into the price there. Let me actually pull up that line for you right now. Just bear with me for 1 second. Cleveland to score first is a minus 125 on 5 dimes. So instead of getting minus 300 on the money line, them just scoring first is minus 125. Definitely a lot of value on that play. But the play of the day will be on the Philadelphia Phillies first 5 team total over 2.5, which is available at minus 115 at 5 dimes. Before we conclude today's video, quick reminder of our sponsor, PointsBet, online sportsbook in New Jersey. A couple of great deals for you, up to 2 risk-free bets up to $1,000. So if you end up betting on baseball, WNBA, or Canadian football, anything you want, and you end up losing, you simply get your money back, which is a promo that I wish other sportsbooks would use. But other than that, it's going to over this installment of Scott's Selections here for Friday, July 19th. And good luck to all of you and your respective bets today. Bye, everyone.